Kashmir continues to simmer in the aftermath of the formal arrest of separatist Masarat Alam. Now, and the tension is not likely to abate as those behind bars have been undeterred by their arrest. Said Ali Shah Gilani, who was placed under house arrest, has been given a fresh band call that threatens to disrupt any fragile peace in the valley. From across the border, LET founder and alleged 2611 mastermind Hafiz Saeed organized a rally in support of Masarat Alam in Lahore. Hafiz Saeed said that Alam is not a rebel but is fighting for independence. There's a fear of intense backlash in hardliner hotbed trial after the band call by Gilani and Saeed's provocation. Protests rocked Srinagar on Friday after Alam was re-arrested. Mirwais Omar Farooq held a protest after Friday congressional prayers at the Jama Masjid. Srinagar, soon after Mirwais left the spot, protesters pelted stones on the men in uniform. A Bargaon court has sent a re-arrested Kashmiri separatist Masarat Alam to 7 days in police custody. Alam was produced before a judge on Friday evening, who remanded him to police custody till the 23rd of this month. The hardliner was arrested from his home in Srinagar on Friday morning and was slapped with charges of leading seditious activities and waging a war against the nation. His arrest came just hours after he had been placed under house arrest on Thursday night. Alam had been seen chanting pro-Pakistan and pro-Hafiz Saeed slogans on Wednesday morning in a rally organized for Said Ali Shah Gilani. Consulting editor Rajdeep Sardesai spoke to the man who led protests on the streets of Srinagar, the chairman of the moderate faction of the Hurriyat, Mirwais Omar Farooq. Let's listen in to his conversation with the hardliner and BJP MLA Ravindra Raina.
The charge which will be made is that you are desperately trying to revive the separatist sentiment. That's the charge that the BJP is making, that you are agents of Pakistan. All this is being done because Pakistan wants you to retain your relevance and create trouble in the valley.
The fact remains that today's protests were because a young 22-year-old boy, Khalid Muzaffar, a graduate who had done masters in science stream, was picked up by the army. He was killed in cold blood. He was killed under custody. His dead body was thrown in the jungle and he was labeled as a militant.
Are you saying to me that your protests are only about the Tral encounter? They have nothing to do with Masarat Alam?
Why are people up in the streets? It's because, unfortunately, there's absolutely no realization about the Kashmir problem. The problem in New Delhi is when you have a 2010 situation, you come running in and say that, you promised the moon to the Kashmiris, you say, let us talk, and the moment you feel that you have the authority and the numbers to crush the people of Kashmir, you go back on your commitments, you start again,
there is a
the
law of the
discourse
land.
changes suddenly, and then you say you go back to the raga of what you call a two-tongue. Kashmir is the problem from 1947. It is divided.
Kashmir is not the problem. Problem is Pakistan. Problem is terrorism.
You have people
problem is Hurriyat
line.
Listen, Mr. Mirwais.
Your family is
hold on your tongue, Mr. Mirwais.
No, 1 minute. I'm asking my producer. It will be one by one. It will be one by one. Please.
Mr. Mirwais.
Mr. Raina, I will let you speak.
If there is any dispute is of the area which is in the illegal possession of Pakistan.
Mr.
Jammu and Kashmir is the integral part of India. There is no dispute.
There's a constituency in Jammu which wants zero tolerance against the likes of whether it's a Masarat Alam or even a Mirwais Omar Farooq. And there's a constituency in the valley which believes that this separatist sentiment must at least be responded to more creatively. What does poor Mufti Muhammad Saeed do? I'm using the word poor because I almost see he's a bechara now. He's being pulled in different directions.
Well, I think that was very predictable. And I think that it speaks again to the fact that Delhi seems to be in denial about addressing a very fundamental problem in Jammu and Kashmir. And that is the status of the state, the political status of the state. And I think that until that is addressed in all honesty, to hope that that is going to go away, I think is foolish.